There's a ghost in the global machine. For 50 years, one cartel held the world's energy heart in a chokehold. In the 70s, they were untouchable. But the turn of the century triggered a slow decay, and by 2030, their grip is projected to shrivel to just 35% of the market. You know them as OPEC. And the reason they're in the headlines today isn't because of their power, it's because the system is officially fracturing. One of its most vital pillars just walked out the door. The UAE, the third largest producer in the group, has decided it's done playing by the old rules. To understand why, you just have to look at the math. OPEC operates on caps, telling members how much they're allowed to sell. But the UAE is an oil-producing titan that's tired of being told to stay small. The UAE has the muscle to pump nearly 5 million barrels a day. But under the cartel's thumb, they were capped at just 3.2. That leaves 1.6 million barrels and billions of dollars rotting in the sand every single day. It's a resource ruckus that Abu Dhabi decided it would no longer tolerate. This triggered a quiet, cold war in the desert. On one side, Saudi Arabia. On the other, the UAE. Same region, completely different matrix of reality. Riyadh is playing the long, expensive game. They need oil prices sky-high, at least $80 a barrel, to fund their Vision 2030 megaprojects. For them, production limits are a survival tool. Keep supply low, keep the price of every barrel high. But the UAE? They've adopted what's known as the porcupine strategy. They aren't waiting for a future that might not come. They've injected $150 billion into ADNOC to ramp up production now. Their logic? Milk the resource while it still has value. Extract it, sell it, and use those profits to buy the future. While OPEC tried to starve the market to raise prices, the UAE saw a hole in the global supply and decided to fill it. By doing so, they didn't just ignore the cartel, they crippled the supply chain's dependency on it, making themselves the essential, independent partner. Look at the data. Year by year, the cartel's invisible hand is losing its strength. Independent nations are realizing they don't need a permission slip from Vienna to play the oil game. The UAE is just the first one brave enough to say it out loud. Step 1 of the master plan, the ADCOP pipeline. It's a 1.8 million barrel a day bypass that cuts through the mountains to the port of Fujairah. Because it lets you oil skip the Strait of Hormuz entirely. No more choke points, no more regional threats. Total freedom. Step 2 is even more radical. The UAE is unplugging from the Western financial matrix. They are bypassing SWIFT and watching the petrodollars decline in real time. It's a fundamental rewiring of how the world pays for energy. They've already moved $55 billion through the Enbridge platform with partners like China and Thailand. No dollars, no SWIFT, no American oversight. Just pure, instant, non-dollar settlements. Global foreign exchange holdings in dollars have slipped from 71 to 57%. The UAE isn't just watching the trend, they are accelerating it, ensuring their wealth isn't tied to a sinking currency. Part of that $150 billion is going deep, literally. At the Upper Zakum field, they are drilling horizontal wells stretching over 30,000 feet. It's some of the most advanced engineering on Earth, designed to drain every drop as efficiently as possible. The diplomacy has shifted too. The UAE has pivoted from Western demands to the massive, growing hunger of the East. They are trading crude for long-term geopolitical leverage in India and China. And here's the kicker. The oil game is actually a non-oil play. In 2025, their non-oil sector hit 77.3% of their GDP. They are using the last era of fossil fuels to fund a permanent, diversified empire. Even their domestic power is a hack. The Baraka nuclear plant now handles 25% of the nation's electricity. By using nuclear at home, they've liberated massive volumes of natural gas to be sold to high-value industries instead of just being burned for light bulbs. This is the macro pivot. The UAE realized that low-cost assets left in the ground are just dead capital. Their goal is simple: monetize it all now, before the world moves on. By the time the rest of the world realizes the rules have changed, the UAE will already be living in the next century. They didn't just leave a cartel, they cracked the code of the global energy game itself. And looking at the board today, there's only one real winner.